Welcome or welcome back to my channel, everyone. If you're new here, my name is Mahala and I do DIY projects, room makeovers and furniture flips, and today we're doing another rental redone. This one is in my basement, which I use for my workshop. So it's where I do my furniture flips and DIY projects, and as you can see behind me here, it is a huge mess. This is the part that I don't usually put on camera. Today it is definitely on camera because I have to expose it. It's a huge mess. I lose things all the time, and to be honest, it's really getting to me, so I need to come up with some better storage solutions. I'm going to actually pop in some shelves along this back wall here. So we're going to clear everything out of the way, then get to measuring the wood and cutting the wood to length. I will also be popping a lick of paint on that back wall because the paint color down here is kind of a weird bluish color. It's like a bluish white, and I'm not about that. I want it to be a bit more creamy, a bit more luscious, you know? Love it. Let's do it. All of my wood now in my workshop, and I need to do my measurements for the walls, but because my walls are not exactly straight, I'm going to use this tool, this one where it does the, is it locked? No, yeah, so you can kind of like make it do the thing. You put your face in it. That actually hurt. Don't do that. Yeah, so I'm gonna use this on the wall to get the right angle for my cuts, because I just want to make sure that when I cut the wood, it's not just the length that I need to have correct, but it is actually the angle that I need to have correct, because I would like it ideally to sit as flush to the wall as possible. So I'm going to figure out how to do all of this, and then we can get to cutting all of these pieces of wood on my miter saw and on my jigsaw.
There is a life I lead in this city, hurrying to cut my teeth. I can take what I need to get by. It doesn't make it easy. The other piece of my heart.
It took a couple of goes, and I had to do a few adjustments with regard to the degrees for this particular angle. It's 4 degrees, so now when I pop this in here, it sits pretty much perfectly, which makes me very happy. So let's get into the sanding of the framing and popping on the stain.
Take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone. Wait, hold on, put me together.
The stain that I'm going to use is this one here, the Saman gel stain, and it's in the color Special Walnut, which I really love this color. I used it on a previous project and just thought that it was beautiful. So I will definitely be using this color for my shelves. So I'm gonna give this a little mix up and then just wipe it on. Let's go. my shelving support pieces complete for the moment. They will need a top coat over the stain that I put on, but that will be a tomorrow thing. For the moment, I need to leave all of these pieces to fully dry and move on to the next step, which is going to be puttying the wall where there are any holes that I don't want in the wall, so I can get prepared to paint. And to spackle my walls, I will be using this. It's just the Dry Decks, goes on pink, dries white spackle. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. And tomorrow I shall paint. I cannot wait. It's finally time to start painting. So I'm using the leftover that I have from when my partner and I painted our apartment when we first moved in. And the color is Alabaster by Benjamin Moore. You can see that there. I will probably need to get another tin of this because it's about half full. We'll see how I go. Hopefully I can make it through without having to buy more, but if I do, so be it. Well, not a drop of paint left. I will need to get some more paint in the future because the side walls, I only managed to put one coat of paint on them. However, the most important wall for me to get 2 coats of paint on was the back wall where the shelving is going, because I don't really want to be taping off shelves and painting in and around shelves. It's just too much work. So I got 2 coats of paint on that wall, which I'm very happy about, which means I have to let that dry. And while I do that, I'm going to move on to putting on a top coat onto all of my shelving brackets or shelving supports. For the top coat, I'm just going to use the same brand top coat as I did with the gel stain, so it's the Salmon or Salmon. Someone please just tell me how to pronounce it if you know, because I continually get it wrong and I feel guilty every time I say the word. But it's the Salmon top coat in a flat finish because that is my preference of finish. I'm going to pop this on and I think I will probably end up doing 2 to 3 coats, and it does say to do 180 grit sanding in between each coat that you pop on. Let's get it on there. The supports are now ready to go into the walls. I did actually start this process yesterday. So you can kind of see here that I do have 2 holes in the wall already. And that is because I originally bought these bolts and they were just too short. So I've gone out to the shops this morning and I've basically bought out every single bolt that I can possibly get in the length that I need. The original size was 3 inches. I now have 4 inches. And they didn't have anything longer. I think 4 will be fine, but we're gonna have to test it out and just see. I'm gonna try it obviously with the holes that I already have for the first support, and then we're gonna go from there. If it all works out, enjoy this lovely time lapse of me putting up shelving supports. Oh, and obviously because it's drywall, I'm using these little contraptions, little crocodile mouths, so it will go into the wall, then pull into place. So that I know exactly where I need to put my holes, I'm just putting some pencil marks on the end of this bolt, and then I'm going to press that through the holes that I made in my wood. It will leave a nice little mark on the wall for me to put my drill.
You can't fight it when it feels so true. You drive me crazy like no one else. The final moment before I lose myself. And it's no use working 9 to 5 if you want more than to stay alive. So come on over, we can make it through. Take my hand, I know just what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night. Stay up until the morning light, the morning light. Oh, so come on over, we can make it through. Take my hand, I know just what to do. On the beat, keep dancing through the night. Stay up until the morning light, the morning light. Oh, the morning light. Oh, I just wanna.
Huh? Am I right? It took a lot of work and my maths was super wrong. So instead of 5 shelves, there's 3. Yeah, if I've learned anything from this, it's that I'm not good at maths and I need to get better if I want to keep doing this kind of stuff. But 3 shelves is still perfect. I will have a lot of space that I can put the things I need to put on them. It's now time to move on to the actual shelf part. I'm going to start with the top one because I know easily how long that needs to be. For the bottom 2 shelves, I do have to do a little bit of math because we've kind of got to cut an angle and, you know, finesse it a little bit and quite frankly do more math that clearly I need to work on. So let's get to cutting the top shelf and then figuring out how to do the bottom 2 shelves after that. Looking pretty dang good if I do say so myself. However, I do need to get in and give all of these big boards a sand, do the stain and do the top coats the same as I did with the other pieces. Now you guys have already seen me do that. So through the magic of editing, I am just going to skip ahead to when this is all ready to finally be put officially together with all of the stain and the top coat and everything on there. I'm gonna get to work and tidy up all of these shelves and you guys can enjoy them in 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! I did it! I'm really happy with how it's turned out. There are a couple things that didn't turn out exactly as I intended, and one of those is how flat the wood is. So hot tip, if you are purchasing bits of timber or lumber, if you're in the Canada, US side of the world as I am, you should probably just check to see if the wood is warped. I didn't do that because I was buying so many pieces. I didn't do it, I just grabbed what I could and got out of the shop. You can see in this corner here, it's raised a little bit, as it is in this corner here as well, but I did the best that I could with what I had, and I think once I put all of my boxes and materials and everything on there, it should be fine. And now it means I need to start organizing and putting everything back. You will have seen that I've organized some of my stuff. I've put in my wood shelving racks as well. I'll link those shelf racks below, but just so you know, they did come black and red, and I actually ended up spray painting them all black because I didn't want the red. And I also put in a blind over my window so that I can move that up and down. Jump in a little bit more into the organization station section of this video. I wanted to share some of the things I picked up to help me organize my stuff. So I got these baskets here. They are from Ikea, so they've got the little handle, and they are called the Redone. I'm sorry for butchering that. The Redone. I got 3 of these. I also have these containers, and these have been pretty popular. I've seen them around a lot, and I think that they're super cute and practical. They're the ones that you kind of, if I can do it, you can fold them. And okay, they're a little bit violent when you fold them, but you can fold them flat, and then you can set them up into the little storage basket. I got these from Indigo, which is a Canadian bookstore. I will link them below for the Indigo link, but I will also link something similar that I found on Amazon so you guys can hopefully find them if you're interested. This one is a little bit more on the unique side. They are standard Ikea crates that you can get, but I decided to join 2 of them together. So instead of having one, which it would usually be just this size here, I wanted to have a bigger version. The reason I wanted to do that is because I've got a whole bunch of things like this rattan. I've got some wallpaper, wrapping paper, all sorts of different things, and I want to be able to pop them easily in a container that is the right size and length. So I decided to join them together. I need to get all of my little bits and pieces into their respective containers and pop them on my new shelves so that I can show you how it's all looking. I'm going to jump into some serious organization. I've got all of my little crates and boxes organized and looking fantastic. I don't think I've ever been so organized in my life. Feeling very proud. And I need to get these on the shelves so that I can do a before and after reveal of this mini makeover in my workshop. Let's jump into it and take a look. A new workshop. I'm so happy with it. I feel so much more organized and clean and put together. You know, all of the things that you want in life. Thank you so much for coming on this journey with me today. Well, today for you, many days for me. If you like this video, hit the like button, and I've got some super exciting stuff coming up, so definitely subscribe and follow me on Instagram as well if you want to keep up to date with stuff that I'm doing each day. But that's it from me. I will see you guys next week. So I will make those adjustments. Awkward. I have a workshop. I have a workshop. I'm so happy it worked out. Especially because I didn't do the maths right. Yeah.